Market update for the 18th. So in the last video, we were right here, and I said that could be the end of the fifth wave, or we could gap up farther, maybe all the way to 390. We ended up going to 389, and I think that's officially the end of the first wave. And then you can clearly see it as we need a 50% retracement for the second wave, which is 380.18. We are almost there. I'm counting this as an A wave. I don't think it's ABC. So I think the most likely scenario is A, B, C. Down here, maybe at 378, maybe 380, something like that. Which actually was my original target when we were at 385. But here it really only needs to get to 380.14. So who knows? It could end up being a flat too, but this looks like it's zigzag most likely. And so we got that A wave, possibly a C wave down here. And it was interesting because I was trading this up here in the second wave area, and I was expecting it to come down maybe down in here like 386, 387. I wasn't expecting this big of a fall down. I don't think anybody was really. But even the options chain was like totally weighted till finishing between like 387 to 388. So it came out of nowhere, and the weird thing is the VIX barely even spiked. So very interesting move, and I barely made any on my puts because I wasn't expecting to go that far. However, I got to remember that you got to have patience. You got to let the move play out, and then when the move's playing out, just let it ride until it shows you that you're wrong. Just let it go. If it keeps on going down, just ride it all the way down. And I didn't do that. Could have made a lot of money, but that's fine. And then down here, I was getting the urge to buy calls, but again, I don't want to catch a falling knife either. So that would be two mistakes: not riding your winner, and then buying a falling knife. And I'm not going to buy a falling knife. Maybe tomorrow on a pullback, if we get a move up here and then a pullback, I might buy and put a stop below this low. But today, yeah, it was just a missed opportunity. It's okay though. So I'm looking for A, B, C down here, and then we'll have a third wave. Third wave can take us all the way to right around $400. So 400 is the target for the third wave. After this finishes, this might take another day or two. So maybe by Wednesday, OPEX, we're at 378, 380. That would be my prediction. Like I said, the VIX did not really go up that much on the spike or on the drop, and so that's pretty interesting. I still think the VIX is going to go down to the low 20s. We zoom out here on the daily chart. We have, I don't know, we have some room here. Like I said, Elliot Wave isn't really that effective with VIX. You can kind of look at patterns, but I'm still expecting to hit the bottom of this right here, the intersection of these two. So around here, could be on August 16th. We could have another month of this. Original prediction was early August, but it could be even longer than that. I would say early August is probably right though, to be honest. And then the last thing to look at is the dollar finally starting its fourth wave. Been looking for that for a while. It went to 109.30, and I think it's clearly starting a fourth wave here. I'm getting confused on my own markings here because there's so many different. So we have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let me look at this a second. 1, 2, 3. So a fourth wave, that makes sense. We'd have a fourth wave down here. So we'd be looking for 104.72 what I'd be looking for. So if we look at this, we zoom in a little bit on it. Let's zoom in a little bit, just see. I think on the hourly you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're looking for 104.72. So maybe somewhere around 106.27 would be my target for this drop right here. But maybe this fourth wave plays out a little bit longer and we get a quick B and C wave on SPY, and then we bounce, and then we get the final move down here. So we hit 106, bounce, and then come down here to 104.72-ish. Something like that, right around this support level area. And that would be the fourth wave, and that's when we finish the melt up to 400 to 415. And then we would get one more move higher for the overall fifth wave of this third wave within the overall fifth wave. Let me zoom out again. So we have 1, 2, 3. We're starting the fourth wave down here to 104.72, and then get a fifth wave. I need to label these better. Fifth wave of the overall third wave. So 1, 2, 3, but we're in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the third wave. Very confusing because there's so many different levels of this. But then we would get a fourth wave, fifth wave, and then we'd be at the overall third wave, and then we'd probably have a overall fourth wave of this big fifth wave, which would take probably approximately like a year. And that works out perfectly for us going down to 338 and then bouncing and doing a B move over a year, like I have marked on here for, let's see. So like 338 maybe in September, and then A, B, C maybe like a year or 6 months for the overall fourth wave. And then we'd get one more spike for the overall fifth wave, and that would bring us down here to like 250 or less on SPY. So I know the dollar chart's kind of confusing. I should probably mark that a little bit better, but you get the idea. It's complicated, but it's actually working out perfectly for the chart. So in summary, looking for minimum of 380.13, but probably lower. Probably looking for like 378 or so, which I think is the 0.61 fib. Let's look at it again. Yeah, 378-ish for the 0.61 fib would be my target, most likely. And then a move to 400 for the third wave. So this would be the second wave. Third wave to 400. And then down to 395. And just based on today's move, I haven't even checked it out yet. Let's see where we'd head to based on fibs. And look at that, right in the wheelhouse of where I've been talking about for a while. 410 to 413, right at that resistance level. Still my target. Staying within these parallel lines. That might take longer. Let's see. That might take all the way till mid-August, which is actually where the VIX intersects as well. So it's all up in the air. Maybe we can have a rally for another month, and that would be nice. I would rather have that, to be honest. Give me more time to, well, I have some stocks that have earnings in mid-August, so that would be nice. So we'll see. I mean, when does a fourth wave I don't know. I'm not going to get involved with the dollar anymore. The dollar's too confusing right now. But yeah, look for 410 to 415. But third wave 400, then 395, then 410. So we still got a ways to go. Plenty of time to prepare yourself for the move down, which is going to be pretty crazy, I think. If we get to 415 and then go all the way down to 338, it's going to be just like this move again. Same thing. This one from 461 all the way to 361. So maybe not quite as bad. If we go 415 to 340, that's only 75. This one went 100. So still pretty bad, but not as bad as the one in April. So that gives you an idea where we're at. Let me know what you think in the comments, and please subscribe so I can keep on putting videos out, giving you guys price targets and suggestions on how to play things. Tomorrow I'll be looking for possibly buying some calls on SPY. I'm being pretty conservative right now because this move so far is not really, well, it's a second wave pullback. I'm more likely to buy calls on the third wave, maybe on a second wave pullback as well. I think that's going to be the most profitable because you're going to get 378, maybe get like 384, back down to like 381 on a second wave pullback with a stop below the low and just ride it up all the way to 400. So that's probably where I'm going to look at the most. Tomorrow, I probably won't do that much. Maybe sell some options. But yeah, I've talked about it a lot. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And I will see you tomorrow for another update.